Hello, this is my sister Jensen. I am Chance. We are going to be doing an ice candle activity. We have all the ingredients that we will need here in order to make this happen. We have the finished product, which is right here. We needed a towel, some sort of paper carton, some candle remnants. We have some old crayons, tape, a thumbtack, a wick, a knife, scissors, 2 pots, and a bowl. So Jensen, I'm going to be explaining you how to do this. I'm going to give you some steps to do. You're simply going to follow them, and we will have a finished ice candle. Well, we also have some ice in the freezer as well. Okay, so we're going to begin, Jensen, by first off, I want you to fill up the big pot here with water, about halfway or so. And once you're done with that, you're gonna put it on the big burner and put it on medium-high heat. We're gonna get that to a boil. It's probably gonna take the longest amount of time to do, so we'll do that. That should be enough water. And we'll put that on the burner, we'll put that on medium-high heat. All right, next step is I'm gonna have the bowl over here. We're gonna fill that up with water. We don't need that much water. The full bowl, yeah. Fill that up with some water, and that should be good. And we're gonna throw the crayons into the water because this will make it a lot easier for us to get the paper off of the crayons. So we'll just let those sit there for a second. Next step, we're going to work on the paper container, which will be our mold for our candle. I'm gonna need you to cut off the top third or so of that container using the knife and scissors.
Top third?
Yeah, about the top third, so roughly here-ish or so. So just gotta make a decision, and you can use the scissors to cut off the rest, probably. Be a little bit easier. And we can rinse that off because there might be some residues, and then dry it. Make sure it's nice and dry. Make it clean. Very good. Having any trouble with anything currently?
No.
Nope. Okay. So the whole point of this activity is to improve, some grip strength here going on, some hand dexterity, some fine motor skills, joint mobility. There's certainly a lot of sequencing going on here in this activity. Can incorporate a lot of different things. All right, now that it's clean, I'm going to have you the next step here is to have the wick. We have the wick here, and we're going to tape that to the center of the bottom of that. So I have the little thing bent here for you. You can just tape the wick to the bottom. It can be a little difficult. So this right here is certainly some fine motor skills in order to tape it to the bottom.
Need more tape?
Some more tape. Good. All right, we can just leave the wick there like that for now. All right, next step, we're going to get rid of the paper on the crayons here. So over the towel, because we want to make sure that we don't get the whole work area all messy. You're going to take at this point, the paper should just basically fall off of the crayons, yeah. So there's a lot of reasons. Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why we could use different colors here. A lot of studies have shown that certain colors can invoke different emotions. I mean, oranges and yellows tend to be more positive and happier. So if clients had, say, some sort of anxiety or depression, this could possibly increase their mood. Get all the paper off. And once we get all the paper off, you can just dry the candles, and then we're going to put it in the big bowl here. This will be our melting bowl. Having any difficulty unwrapping the paper at all?
Just this one.
Just that one? Okay. All right, well, once that, just dry them off using the towel there. Make sure they're kind of pretty dry, not too much water on them at all. And we're just going to throw them in there. Let's see how the water's going. It's starting to bubble just a little bit. A lot of fine movements of the hand there. All right, next we're going to take the crayons here. We're going to throw some of this leftover candle wax that we have. We're going to throw a fair amount in there. You got to make sure we have enough wax. And that should probably be enough here. I mean, you can throw a little bit more in there. That'll be enough. That should be good. All right, next we're going to take the pot here with the candles and candle run us in the crayons, and we're going to put that in there, and we're going to let that melt. This can take a fair amount of time. So at this point, we're pretty much just waiting on the water to boil. So we're going to take a little break.